Hi everyone, welcome to Knowledge Center. Now I'm going to explain you regarding the multiplication program. So here we have a question. Write a program to multiply two 8-bit numbers which are stored at 8100 and 8101H and store the 16-bit result. Definitely when we multiply two 8-bit numbers, there is a possibility of getting 16-bit result. And store that 16-bit result in 8200H and 8201H of external RAM. So you need to understand by just looking into the address itself, you should understand this is about external memory because we have 16-bit address. First let us understand what we need to do, where we need to give the input and where you should get the output. Very simple, at 8100H you have to give the input and 8101H you should give another input. Say let me give some input like 0A and here I will give the input of B, D. So give any extra number, okay, and the results has to be stored at 8200H and 8201H. You have to store the result at this particular locations. So when we multiply this number, so let me take some big number, instead of 0A let me take it as an 8A and BD. So when you multiply big numbers over there is a chance of getting 16-bit data. So let us say that when we multiply this 8A into BD, say the result of this is, let me consider it as a YYXX. You can calculate using the calculators and write the answer here. I am just taking an example. You got 16-bit result. Once you get the 16-bit result, this result will be split into two 8-bit because microcontroller is an 8-bit register. So this lower byte will be stored in accumulator by default. When we multiply two 8-bit numbers, lower byte result will be stored in accumulator and higher byte result will be stored in register B. Okay, so we have a syntax like this, MULAB. So this is the syntax. You have to multiply, when you go for a multiply program, you have to have those two datas in A and B only. You can't write like this, MULA or not. You can't multiply this. You can't multiply the content of accumulator with the content of register. So this is invalid, right? So this is the only valid instruction. So by this you can understand that one data should be in A and the other data, second data must be in B only. So what we need to do here, first we need to take this into accumulator and this has to be moved into B. That is how we need to do, right? And then multiply it. Once after multiplying this, the result will be stored in A and B in both the register. In A we get the lower byte result and in B we get the higher byte result, as I told you here. I hope this is the syntax and concept of multiplication instruction. Now we have a challenge here because we know that we should use a DPTR to fetch this address. So first what we do, we will assign this to DPTR, the first address, and then from DPTR I can move it to accumulator. That's fine. We can directly take this data and move it to accumulator. That instruction we have it. But after getting into accumulator, you should take this data, so I can increment the DPTR so that I can point towards this address and this has to be moved to B. But we don't have a facility of moving the data which is there at DPTR to register B. We can move it to only A. A is already having some data. So what we need to do, you store this data somewhere from the A or you can put it into B and then take this into A instead of taking it into B. So this is how we should do the changes over there because of only one DPTR. If you had a two DPTR, we could have done it easily. But we have only one DPTR. Within that one DPTR, I'll tell you how to write it. So now let's start the program. Okay. So 8100, first assign that into DPTR. So start with org 0000H and move DPTR. Let us assign the first address. Address what is that? 8100. Sorry, it is not 8000. It is 8100H. I have assigned this address to DPTR and let me take this into accumulator. To do that we have an instruction move X. When you are fetching a content of DPTR, you should mention X, means you are taking data from external memory. and I want it into A. So A comma at dptr. So first I got this 8A. The first data is available in accumulator. Now our concept is to take the second data. So for that, what I need to do? Where do we have second data? We have it at 8101. So we should increment the dptr. Let's increment dptr. So the dptr is pointing towards this number. Okay, now let me erase this and understand this. dptr is pointing towards 8101 and take this content into B. We can't write this in this manner. MOVX B comma at dptr. This is wrong. This is not possible because we have only one concept. The content of dptr can be taken only for accumulator. We cannot use this. So because of this, what we can do now, if we directly write MOVX, if you write it like this now, if I write it like this, yes, you get this data into accumulator, but accumulator we is already given with the first number. This will be overwritten. We will lose the first number. So what you need to do? Store that first data somewhere. So instead of storing it somewhere else, you store it to register B only, because we know that multiplication means A and B is the registers we can use. So what I do? I got the first data in A. Now I'll take it into B so that I can take second data into A. Right? Is it clear? So move it into B. So how to move that into B? The data what we got here, I will move it into B. Move B comma A. But system will never understand this because it can understand only A. When you use the software RIDE, if you write B, it will get an error. So what you need to do? You have to mention the address of B. You should write it like this. Address of B is 0F0. So write the address comma A. Instead of writing B directly, you can't write B in this moving of data. So you should mention it like this. Now what happens? This data is given from A to B. So B is having the first data. Where is the second data? Second data is here. Just take this into A. So after getting the first data, what I do now? Move X A comma at dptr. Because the dptr was already incremented, and I will take that content into accumulator. So you got this second data into accumulator. So you can say the first data is in B, second data is in A. 1 into 2 or 2 into 1, you will get the same answer. A into B or B into A will get the same answer. So you can do it like this. So we got 1 and 2, both the information in the registers. Now you can use multiply instruction like this. MUL AB. So it will multiply those two data, 80 and BD, both will be multiplied together and the result will be stored. Automatically result will be stored. So where the result will be stored? The lower byte will be stored in accumulator and a higher byte will be stored in register B. So from here, but our question says that you have to store the result at 8200 and 8201. So at 8200, let me store the lower byte here, and at 8201 you have to store higher byte. So how to do this? I know that accumulator is having lower byte, so that lower byte I should put it into 8200. So how to do that? Now you can't increment dptr because it is not the immediate data. So you should assign dptr this address now. So what I can do now? Move dptr comma hash 8200h. I will erase this. This is just written for understanding purpose. Right. So I have assigned this address. Now dptr is pointing towards this, and lower byte, I should put lower byte over there, and I know that accumulator is carrying the lower byte. Just put it into that address. So how to do that? Let me write it. Let me continue it here. So let me continue it here. So from here, I'll come here. Move from A, I should put it into dptr. Move X at dptr comma A. Okay. So the answer what we had in A, the lower byte will be given to 8200. That was we have it in a dptr. So you get the lower byte here. Lower byte means whatever the result you got over there after multiplication, that lower byte will be here. Okay. And you should get higher byte now. Higher byte, where do we have that higher byte? We have it in B. So you can't write instruction like this. Now what I can say, you can't write like this. B cannot be written over there. So for that what we do, we take from B to A. From B to A I will push from B to A, and from there I will give it to 8201. So first let me increment this. Let me increment the dptr so that I can put that into 8201. So increment dptr, and then take this content. We have that higher byte in B. Take it into A. So move A, comma 0F 0H. So from B I will take it into A. Okay. So from A I can put it here. So higher byte is taken into accumulator. Then I will put it into move X at dptr, comma A. So I get that higher byte into 8201 because already it is incremented here. So we get it here. Okay. So this is how you should analyze step by step. What has to be done after the one line? What is going to happen after that particular line? Where do we get the result? How do we store it? So you should think and write it like this. Even if you make a mistake, once after the writing program, you analyze it and see according to this, are you getting the output or not? If not, you can change it. Okay. So we got the answer here, higher byte as well as the lower byte. Then you can stop it. So just you can stop it writing S jump H end. So the label can be anything. I just written one letter here. So this is the program for multiplication. Okay. So you need to be thorough with the limitation of the microcontroller. Here we can use only this syntax. You can use only accumulator with dptr to fetch the data. You can't take B. If that was provision, if that was accepted, then you could have taken B also. It was not possible, so what we have done, first we take it from A, we take it into A, and then from A to B we give, again we will take another data into A. That's what we did. Same thing we did here. First from A I just given that into 8200, and from B I will take it into A, then I will give it here. Directly from B I can't give it here. So this is the concept. Now let's take the one more, that is the relevant arithmetic concept, last program for that. In arithmetic concept, that will be last program. So that is division. Multiplication is over, subtraction is over, now addition is also over. Now let's take the example of division. So write a program to divide two numbers. First I will tell you what actually the division how actually division happens here. The division instruction syntax is this. Here also you should use A and B registers only. Division A and B. So once we do this, let's see how the division will be. Say for example, if I want to divide 10 by 2, if I want to do this division, okay, so it will be done like this, 10 and 2, right? So while giving the input, this is numerator and this is denominator. It means A will be having numerator in it and B should have a denominator in it. That's the point. While giving the input, you should be very careful here. Whereas in multiplication, you could have changed the A and B data. As I told you, A into B is equal to B into A. But in division, A by B is not equal to B by A. For example, 1 by 2 is not equal to 2 by 1. If you change, the result will be changed. So you should be very careful about giving the data. Right? So denominator has to be given into B, numerator has to be there in A only. Right? So this is about the data. So after giving data, now say I have given the data. So I want to divide like this, means I should put A as 10 and B as 2. So let's write that program now. ORG 0000H. Let me take move A hash 0AH. So 10 means in decimal it is 10, in hexadecimal it is 0A. You should be very careful. Put 0A. You can't write just A because after this immediate sign you should get a number. So 0A has to be mentioned. Right. Then in B what I want? 2. So put 2 in B. So move 0F0H hash 02H. See here I have not mentioned B. You can't put B. Only while using this instruction and multiply instruction you can put B. But whenever after that, other than that, you have to mention the address of the register B. So this is register B. I got both the data into that. So I told you should be very careful. 10 by 2 means you have to put the 10 in A and 2 in B only. You can't interchange. If you interchange it will become 2 by 10. Okay. So after this you apply division. DIV-AB. So input for giving input also you need to be careful. And now after division let's see what's going to happen. So after division AB it will divide it like this. 2 divided by 10. 10 divided by 2. So 2 5s are 10. Remainder is 0. So once we execute this, the result will be stored in A and B only. So this is called quotient. So the quotient will be stored in accumulator. You should be very thorough about this. You should be very careful about this. And the remainder will be stored in B register. So after execution, the quotient will be there in accumulator and remainder will be stored in B register. So what is the answer? This is the answer for me. So we can say that the answer 5, 10 by 2 is nothing but 5. That is the quotient. Quotient will be there in A. If you want to store it in some other register, then you can put it like this. Move R0, comma A. So you get the result in R0. Okay. And remainder is B. That will be 0. So you should know that where we have a remainder and where we have a quotient. So finally the quotient is the answer. So answer will be stored in accumulator. You can check it in main registers. Then you can stop. S jump here, H and end. This is a simple program to divide the two numbers. Okay, divide the two numbers. This even you can write it or you can leave it, because what we are doing is I am just storing that answer into R0. You can get the same answer in R0 also. Sometimes what happens if I give something like this? If I change the data, instead of 0A, if I give 07H, then what happens? This is going to be divided like that. 7, 2. 2 3s are 6. Remainder is 1. So accumulator will have 3. Register B will have 1. You can check these two in main registers. Accumulator will have 3. You can't get 3.5 here. You won't get 3.5. That is the limitation we have here. You will get the only integer number, not the fraction numbers. So you will get 3 and you will get 1 as a remainder. So this is how the division program will be executed by the microcontroller, and this is the logic of the division program. I hope these two programs are clear for you. If so, just subscribe and like and comment the video. Thank you.